Hello. I am going live this morning to talk a little bit about detoxing your personal care products. So I spend a lot of time talking to people about detoxing food, but I really wanted to focus a little bit on some of the other areas of your life and of your house that are equally as important to focus on. And I know it's a lot of information, and I know for a lot of people it's just hard to figure out what they're going to eat and looking at food labels, yet alone looking at labels for things that contain a bunch of chemicals and things that they put on their body. So we're going to go ahead and get started in just a minute. Okay, so with that, just again, we're going to talk a little bit about detoxing personal care products. And did you know that there are so many chemicals and fragrances in so many of the products that we use every single day on our skin? And so that's what I want to talk about, because I found it really confusing myself when I first started looking into this. And really what we want to talk about is the endocrine system and our hormones a little bit, because that's really the big issue. So our endocrine system is where it includes our thyroid and our adrenal glands and our pancreas and our ovaries. And there's a lot of endocrine disrupting chemicals in the personal care products that we use. As well as the environment and in our water. But what those chemicals do is they interfere with the production and the breakdown and the elimination of hormones in our body. And so ultimately that can cause a lot of health concerns and issues, and it can lead to weight gain and excess estrogen dominance, and hypothyroidism, and issues with your adrenals, and diabetes and obesity. And for a lot of women, that excess estrogen becomes an issue with like weight gain and issues with their skin. And the skin is your largest organ, and so it's really important that you focus on what you put on your skin, because that's what's going into your body. And like I said, it can cause issues with your endocrine system. And one big fact that I didn't realize until even just a year or two ago is in Europe, there are over 1,400 ingredients that are banned in their personal care products. And in the US, we have like less than 20 ingredients that are banned. And so that was just a very startling statistic. And I think it just goes to show that we, again, with food too, we need to really be focused on what we put on our skin and reading those labels. And I don't know about you, but I don't like reading labels for personal care products and things in our house, and chemicals and cleaners and detergents, because none of them sound familiar, or most of them don't. So one company that I love, and I'll just caveat this right now, is saying I'm not associated in any way with Beauty Counter, but I love Beauty Counter because they ban over 1,400 ingredients from their products. Their mission, I love. The founder started this company less than 10 years ago, really because she wanted to put good products on her skin and on her family's skin, but also ones that worked and were effective, because there's probably always been some out there that you can find in health food stores, etc., but they're not necessarily very effective. So I love their mission, and I know when I buy something, I don't have to worry about reading an ingredient, because there's over 1,500 ingredients that they'll never use, and that's part of their mission. So a lot of these products I'm going to show you are Beauty Counter, and like I said, I buy them because they've done the work and the research for me, and it takes the guesswork out of everything. And every product I've used, I've really, really enjoyed, and that's some of my favorite products are Beauty Counter. So with that, I'm going to flip the camera and show you about what's in my let me do this here. What's in my bathroom? And products that I use like seriously every single day. So just starting with like a basic moisturizer, I have Beauty Counter. I really like the doTERRA shampoo and conditioner, and it's color safe. There's no parabens in it. I also use the doTERRA body wash, their spa collection, and then they have a bar of soap as well, bath soap. If you ever get really sore muscles, this deep blue is amazing. It's their proprietary blend, and it smells really lovely as well. But honestly, for just an everyday moisturizer on my body, I use something simple, coconut oil. It's very inexpensive. I buy the big jar at Costco, and then I refill it into the smaller jar, and I add a couple drops of peppermint essential oil to it just to give it a nice scent, but you could really use any essential oil that you'd like, and you don't even have to. And I don't find it too oily either. I mean, I have drier skin, but I don't find it oily. And then the other products that I love at Beauty Counter are their Nourishing Cream Cleanser. Their sunscreens are amazing. You know, I know probably a lot of you are familiar with the ingredients that you shouldn't be using in sunscreens, and you don't have to worry about that with Beauty Counter. And this stick for your face is literally the only stick that my kids will let me use on them because it doesn't make them pasty white. And then for a toner, I switched from using an expensive toner a few years ago to just this basic witch hazel. And I bought this on Thrive Market. You can buy them at Whole Foods or at a co-op or, you know, other health food store. And it probably costs like $6 and it will last me, I don't know, almost a year. So lots of other Beauty Counter moisturizers and night cream, eye creams, serums. I love the cleansing balm because you can use it so many different ways in addition to just makeup removal. It's great at night as like a deep moisturizer. And then I recently kind of splurged and bought this Vintner's Daughter, it's a proprietary blend of active botanicals and essential oils. And it's really, really lovely. I've been using this at night. And then I have my own sort of anti-aging serum formula that I concocted thanks to a friend of mine who gave me her recipe. And it has several blends of essential oils, including frankincense, and it also has just some carrier oils. And I use this at least once a day, if not twice. And one of the ways I love using it is adding a couple drops to my tinted moisturizer or my foundation, because typically I would have had to use just a single layer of a moisturizer and then put the tinted moisturizer on top just because my skin is pretty dry. And so with this, I just add a couple drops and then I know I'm getting some good anti-aging oils in there, especially the frankincense to help with wrinkles and fine lines and aging spots that you may have on your face like I do. And so I love that little recipe I put together. And then this Melaleuca is tea tree oil, and it's so great for drying out any blemishes. And I recently gave this to my 13-year-old son who got his first pimple just a few weeks ago, and it dried it right up. And so now he has one in his bathroom, but I had a recent breakout and I've used that once or twice a day and it cleared everything up. And I mentioned frankincense. This is like liquid gold for your face. It's so good. It's not inexpensive, but one, bottle like this will last you probably years. And I put this into my anti-aging serum. I also just dab a little bit if I have any spots and like fine lines and wrinkles that it's good for. And then deodorants. I love the Schmidt's brand. And they actually had it at Costco several months ago. And they started selling this at Target. So you can find it at Target in lots of different scents. And I actually gave it to my husband and he surprisingly liked it. And so that's what he's using now. And, there's no aluminum in here and artificial fragrance and all those other ingredients that you don't want that seep into your skin. And then found this brand Hello several years ago at Target. They also have kid scents. So they have like watermelon and bubblegum. But this is my favorite for me, this one with mint with coconut oil. And so I buy that at Target. I know I bought it on Amazon as well. And I think Thrive Market sells it now. So really like that. And just if you want to know kind of more about this brand, there's no artificial sweeteners, dyes, flavors, preservatives, parabens, sulfates, gluten, and all those other good things that we don't want in our bodies. And, I stopped using kind of traditional fragrances, but I still like a little bit of a scent. So I'm loving the jasmine. This is just a roller and you just put it on your pulse points and it's not overpowering and it's just natural jasmine essential oil. And then I recently purchased this neroli, which is a little bit more citrus, and I love that as well. What else? Oh, these doTERRA beadlets. So this is not necessarily personal care, but coming up into flu season, I highly recommend you purchase these On Guard beadlets. It's doTERRA's proprietary blend, and it's immune support. And they're teeny tiny beadlets, and I've been taking these for several years before I even got involved with doTERRA. It's one of the key products I've always had on hand. And as soon as I feel any sort of a cold coming on or sore throat or runny nose or my kids are feeling sick, I pop a couple of these in the morning and at night, and they're so tiny you can swallow them, kids can swallow them, or you can chew them. And they really work. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't get sick. And then these are just a couple of my other oils that I have that I thought I'd talk about. Like I really like the Digest Zen. If you're having any digestive issues, you just rub it right on your stomach or anywhere that's bothering you. What else? I use like the lemon and the wild orange and the grapefruit. I just put those in water every day in addition to diffusing. I mean, all these can be diffused. And, recently had like a little bit of a stuffy nose, and I was using the Breathe at night before I went to bed and in the morning, and it worked really, really well. So that's that. I know it's a lot of information and it's confusing. If you have any questions, please message me, or if you're looking for links for any of these products, or you want to chat about them and trying to detox what's in your house, in your bathroom, I'd love to hear from you. Have a good day.